Oh, whew. Good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, November 20th. I just finished some more of that good coffee. I just finished a hour and 15-minute ride on the Zwift, mostly zone 2, a little bit into zone 3, but it was just a long endurance ride, and I'm getting better at it. I'm getting more comfortable at sitting there and just spinning the legs. Actually, um, I look forward to getting up and getting on that thing all sleepy and just start slow spinning the legs. And next thing you know, within 5 minutes, I'm up to 85 RPMs and I'm starting to get a sweat and I'm feeling freaking great. So I'm liking that. Thumbs up, right on, baby. So the other day, I think it was day 2. Day 2, I came in here, I set my phone up, I hit record, I hit screen save on my iPad, and I filmed myself doing the ride on the day 2 of this 12-week cycle that I'm doing, this 12-week workout program. 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a climb. Anyway, so get back to what happened. So I recorded it, and it was about, I think it was about 48 minutes on each one of them. 48 minutes on the phone and 48 minutes on the screen save. And then I sent it over to my phone, and then I tried to combine it onto my my app that I use for editing and everything. And I combined, like I've shown before, where I put the Zwift behind me, and then I put a little box over here of me riding. And I tried combining it, and you know, after I rode, I talked for a while, so it ended up being like an hour and 5 minutes long. That thing was taking all day to combine, to load, to, you know, process it. I wanted to process it all, and then once I get it all processed, then I can edit it easier and do some speed jumps in there and everything. Just my editing process of doing that. But it was taking all day long. While you're in the middle of doing that, it's the app says don't change screens and don't interrupt this because it'll mess it up. I'm in the middle of doing it. Next thing I know, I get a phone call. Dang, messes it up. I finish the phone call, hit on there again, start doing it again, and it's just taking 30, 40 minutes, and it's not even 20% done, and it's just going and going and going. We had to go do something, and next thing I know, I get another phone call. Spam or something called me, interrupts it. I tried 4 times during the day to try and load that together, get them combined together so I could edit it and upload it, and I just could not get it done. So I think I've made a decision at this point, just because of the way I'm doing it, and it just takes a lot of computing power for the phone to combine those 2 long things together. I'm only gonna post my Zwift rides when I do something like tomorrow, which my plan for tomorrow was to do one of the climbs, and you'll see the climb, and it's probably gonna freaking kill me. It's pretty fun. I think I talked about it before, where it's a colored mountain. So it's a colored mountain like a game, and you're just kind of going up this mountain, and it's got different grades, and each grade is a different color. So it's telling you how steep that is, and it looks like it's fun, and it's gonna be a hell of a leg workout. So tomorrow is going to be legs. And it's probably about 30 minutes long, at least 30, 35 minutes. At least I'm hoping by the time I finish doing it, about that long. So I'm gonna video that, and then I'll combine them, and then I will upload them so you can see what it was. Also with the X3, I've come to the conclusion that I need to do an every other day training. I did push the other day, and I took yesterday off. I still rode, I still did day 3 on the bike, which was about an hour long. And then today I'm gonna do the X3 pulls, you know, and then give myself a day off tomorrow when I do the leg portion. I might do a couple split squats after. We'll see how I feel after I do the climb, if I can do a couple split squats. Saturday is completely nothing. I'm not doing anything on Saturday, no riding, no X3, no nothing, completely day off. And then plan on Sundays is the day as I might wanna do some of the events, some of the races that they have in Zwift, and I'll probably record those so we can upload those and watch me suffer tremendously. But then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when I'm doing the 12-week cycle ride, Probably not going to video those because it's such a long time. Those rides are anywhere from 50 to an hour and a half long, and they're kind of boring, because you're just grinding at a zone 2 type pace, maybe a little bit of a zone 3, and it's just you're getting a lot of volume, a lot of time on the legs, just really getting my legs really strong and getting my endurance up. So probably not going to film those. I'll probably just do the X3 like I usually do, just a push and a pull and every other day. And December's coming up, which is when I want to do my 1 set of total max on the first week of December with the X3. So that's coming up. Whew, okay, we're done talking, and now time to get some work done. We're gonna set this thing up. We're gonna do some pulls. I'm gonna, with the deadlift, instead of doing like a deadlift, I want to do more of a hamstring type deadlift because I need to work on a little bit on the hamstrings. So I've dropped down to the dark gray Paraforce band, and I want to do more of a hamstring type deadlift with this. And then I'm going to do just 2 sets of bent rows, 1 supinated, 1 pronated, and then 2 sets of curls, hammer curl and a drag curl, and be done with it. And I'm sure that the wife will be calling any time now because it's about time for her to get up, and I will do my workout in between, helping her get herself going. So, all right, let's get this thing going. All right, let's get some chalk on the hands. It is chilly out here today. We had obviously another rainstorm is coming through. It's cold, not as cold as, you know, other places, but it is cold for here. Plus, I just finished sweating my butt off, and I had to change the clothes out because I'm standing out here and I'm starting to get chilled because it was so cold and my clothes were all soaking wet. I know as soon as I get the chalk on my hands and I get 1 set down, she's gonna call and want to get up. Eight. Ooh, 10 on that. Really trying to just keep my hips here and just hinging. Really trying to get a good stretch on the hamstrings. I should probably put my sandbag on top there to give me a little bit more distance, a little bit more height, which will get me a little bit more stretch. Which I'll probably do that next time. Right now, I'm just gonna continue with what I'm doing. Whew. A little tired from the push workout the other day. I can still feel the chest and shoulders a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I did something I liked. Feels good. Whew. And no making fun of my socks. I had a bunch of like dress type socks, thinner, nicer socks that I had in my drawer, and I have never really used them. I had them for obviously for dressing up, but the shoes that I wear doing the doing the ride need some socks in them, and I don't want to wear the real thick socks, so these are a little bit thinner, so they fit right in there, so they're really nice. Whew. All right, like I said, I was trying to concentrate more on the hamstrings, getting a good stretch, but trying to stick my butt out there and use my hip as a hinge, and trying to concentrate, putting more of the thought process on the hamstring, pulling up instead of coming up like a regular deadlift. All right, we're gonna change it out. We're gonna do some bent rows in the meantime before she calls. All right, we're set up for bent rows, the light gray Paraforce band. We're gonna do one set of 10 pronated, elbows out, and then we're gonna do another set, second set, supinated, elbows close. Well, I guess I broke that Paraforce band. That's not good. That's upsetting. Whew. This is the first generation plate. I think it would almost be better if they had like some type of wheel on here that would help spin a little bit, so you don't have that constant dragging on the side of it. Oh, that's great. All right, we're going to continue with our workout. We're going to use the Serious Steel green band, and we're going to do the same thing we were doing before, just 2 sets of 10. First set, and I can feel the difference between the Paraforce and that series steel. The Paraforce with the light gray, I wasn't even able to get it all the way up to my stomach. I was getting it to like right about here, and that was all it would give me. That thing, I am burying into my stomach. Whew. All right, man, that's such a bummer. Now I got to email them, tell them that the band broke, see if they'll send me another one. If not, I got to buy another one. Because I like those Paraforce bands. I know there's another plate out there on the market that has some rollers on the side. I might have to look at those. Oh, 10. All right, I made that. I made myself feel that one. Really squeeze the last one. Whew. The rubber bands I had on here had nothing to do with the brake. The rubber bands are just to hold this together so that when I'm pulling on them, they're not splitting apart. Because these are a little more rounded, they don't sit right on top of each other. So I just put the rubber bands. The rubber band is not impacting it in any way, it's just a rubber band. Oh my gosh. Can't be too cold. It's not that cold out here. It's only about 58 degrees or so it's not that cold. They do sit in the tub in the garage at night, and it does not get that cold. Although I might just have to start taking them inside just to be on the safe side. Oh, what a damn bummer. All right, we're gonna do some curls and finish it off. Whew, all right. Ready to go. We're gonna do hammer curls first with the figure eights, then we'll do the drag curls. Eight. Eight. Whew. Oh, that's it. I decided to do 2 sets of 12. Just give it a little bit extra. Don't want to overdo it. Getting quite a bit of exercise doing the bike rides. Whew. Whew. I'm quite surprised, shocked, and kind of upset that I busted that band. I haven't even had these for, I don't know, 3 months or so. I know when I broke my serious steel band, doing the overhead, that's a big stretch. And that band had at least a couple years worth of use on it before I broke that one. I don't know, it just seems strange. For me, I can feel when I'm working with the plate and I'm doing the overheads or I'm doing anything that's getting a good stretch on it, on the band, I can feel it. You're pulling, sometimes it gives way a little bit on each side as it's coming underneath that plate and is causing friction. It's really pulling on that. Seems to me like Dr. J should, I know he's got a new plate out there. It's like 150 freaking bucks. It doesn't have the little corners on the edge because I got the first, or I think it's the second generation, because the first generation wasn't metal. It was some type of whatever, plastic or I don't know, something like that. So mine has little edges on there. So it has little edges right here. And I know when I do the split squats with the belt, since I'm coming back at an angle, that's getting caught up underneath here. That's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped doing the split squats with the belt. I know he has a newer plate that this lip, it goes all the way over to here. So the lip is completely covering the gap here. But for my thinking, the amount of stress and that I'm putting on this thing, and it, some of the other guys, obviously, you know, if you're using it daily or every other day or whatever, you're putting a lot of stress on the band. At least have some type of a roller in there so that it's rolling around the edge so that you're not putting that stress on there. Otherwise, the only thing I can think of is just getting some some baby oil or some olive oil and oiling down your bands so that they slide easier on that side. So when I came up and it was still kind of caught underneath there, I think that's the part where it's stretching really hard on this side, and then that's where it gave, because the bottom part of the band underneath wasn't coming out. It was still stuck underneath there, because I've done that before where I'm doing deadlifts, all of a sudden I can feel a side give because underneath there it's not fully stretched out. That's the only thing I can think of. Obviously when I've done the overheads, I can feel that a lot. When I'm really up here, I can feel the side give them way, whether it's underneath there or it's across the bar, because it's not fully stretched out. And the only way I can think to fix it, and yeah, I might try it next time I do this, is just have a little thing of olive oil and just oil down the band so that the band is getting some, it's still going to stretch, it's still going to give you that tension, but it's going to slip easier across the bar and across the bottom of the plate. Because I don't know, it's that one band is probably going to cost, I don't know, 80 bucks or so, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm going to email them and see if they can, if they send me another one. If not, I'm going to have to buy another one, because I love the Paraforce bands. Their force is freaking crazy insane. And you could see the difference when I was doing the light gray. I was only getting about here on the bent rows, doubled up, and with that green band I was getting all the way up to here. Obviously I want to get all the way up to here with that light gray, and I was getting a lot stronger doing it, so I'm gonna have to give me another one. Oh, breaking bands. All right, that's it for today. You got my plan for the bike riding. Hopefully I can get a video out here tomorrow of me climbing the hill and suffering incessant pain, but I want to get it done. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking for one. I thought I saw a hill that was only like 8 miles long. I think the one that I looked at today was like 11 miles. We'll see how that goes. But you know what? We'll get it done one way or another. So that's it. The little woman is calling. She wants to get up. So let's go get the day going. So get it done. Go live your life, and I'll see you next time.